You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 283. I am the holder of the Requiem Blaster, Maverick.
I am the one with the really teeny tiny knife on Refney.
I'm the guy who uploads all the stuff. Jared Minikheim, Joker Pants.
Woo! The Requiem Blaster.
I hate that I send you the dumbest shit and it gets the most views. Also, to all you fucking dweebs, to all you fucking noobs, you don't need the Sky Boom Shield. You don't need the Star Saber. The Requiem Blaster is what everyone goes after the second half of that goddamn series. Like, it is literally the most powerful weapon. You dweebs, you noobs, you novices.
That one guy.
The Sky Boom Shield, sure. The Star Saber, yeah. Starscream has a sword that can go toe to toe with it, so it's nothing. The Sky Boom, it's a fucking shield made out of race cars. The Requiem Blaster, it's a satellite, a rocket ship, and a fucking hauler. It is the godsend. It is the thing that powers Unicron the most. The final key to the puzzle to summoning his ass.
Well...
That one.
Hey!
That's as much as zooms.
Hey, that one right there. That one right there.
I know, one of these days I'm going to have to get myself the three of them so I can have a fucking...
Good luck.
Complete. Oh, it's not cheap.
Good luck. I mean, mine were. My Requiem. Listen, I don't think we've ever told that story online.
No.
Or on the podcast, how I acquired the Requiem Blaster. So... Twice a year, me and Anthony go to a toy show in Okemos, Michigan, where we live. And it's always the same people there. And we always walk around. And it's where I found my Frankenstein from Van Helsing the last time. It's where I have found a couple Power Ranger things. Isn't that where I got the Zeo Megazord? I do believe it's where I got the Zeo Megazord. Yep. From the one people that are off in that side room. There's a guy that has just a bunch of Transformer shit. And it's just like Armada, Cybertron, things like that. And he had mini-cons. And one thing Maverick really likes is mini-cons. I don't know why. It's just a hyperfixation. And everyone else, right? Yeah, tiny things you got to collect. And so,
gotta touch them all.
Like, you really only want the 9 big ones, the 12 big ones. Right? You want the Sky Boom Shield, you want the Requiem Blaster, you want the Star Saber, and you want the 3 that combine from the children. Right. And I have Perceptor, and I have the Requiem Blaster. He was selling mini-cons, and the bag that he had these in, because he knew what he had, was labeled for like, what, $35? $40. $40. And it's well worth it. Well worth it. It's great price complete. Because it has the little missile too. Like my guy has the little missile, so it is a complete set. I think I bought it. I bought basically his lot of mini-cons for $35 plus. Which one did I? Plus like 2 of his stupid Armada Autobots for like $35. So he was trying to get rid of shit, and it was such a good deal. And no, but we have not found the Sky Boom Shield nor the Star Saber in the wild yet, and that's the only way I now will accept acquiring these items.
Yeah, I got a few. This guy,
I've heard they're really expensive.
That's it. The Sky Boom Shield, which I think is the least popular, will run you about $50 on eBay.
Yep,
and that's for loose. But yeah, no. There's a guy I keep looking back as specifically.
They're all back there.
Yeah, he sells one figure, and he's always there. It's a duplicate of one that I have. I'm like, I could buy that and do Omega Prime, but I don't have the shelf space, so I don't do that.
Yep.
Until I buy a new shelf.
I cannot. Yeah. So, no, I don't have the Sky Boom Shield or the Star Saber. We'll find them eventually in the wild. It's just that's the only way I want to acquire them now. So... but no, you don't need them, so I have the good ones.
and to that one guy, I want to make a reference.
Oh, the Prime.
The Soulless
dude.
Prime.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically,
That's
the Requiem Blaster in the comics belongs to Megatronus, and he gets long story short, he gets tricked into killing his love with the Requiem Blaster.
Okay.
So
Okay.
By basically Marvel's Loki,
yeah.
because that's what the character looks like.
So
Interesting. Okay.
and listen, I want to let you both know that I have watched 4 YouTube tutorials on how to try to put these fuckers together.
Who you watching?
I get it.
4 different ones. I just I can't. So I'm just gonna leave them separated for now.
For now.
It's easier that way.
Eventually, he'll be unstoppable.
I already am. Wait till one of these days I'll drag out all my artifacts that I have. Like I'm part of the Straw Hats. I have Critias, Timaeus, and Hermos here. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in case you guys don't know. I do have Exodia and the 3 Egyptian gods. Anthony at one point in time has gotten me all 7 Dragon Balls. I do control the Elder Wand. I have basically most of the Megazords and Ultrazords that would combine, and there's 3 other things that I have. I collect items of power. I really do. So
Yeah,
I have a TARDIS.
You can't say that anymore.
Dagger. It's very true. And then the Necronomicon, obviously.
So Mike, if it makes you feel any better, if you go to transformersland.com and just look it up, they have a scan of the instructions.
They have a step by step because especially this one, the little satellite dude, he has a lot of different moving pieces that pull and prod and poke and it's just
Interesting.
It also doesn't look like the Requiem Blaster from the show.
No, not at all.
They don't look screen accurate. It doesn't look anything. Oh, that's really cool. It doesn't look anything like it should.
Yeah, Transformers Land is great.
Movie magic. How much is that running for right now? Does it say?
No, because they're sold out.
Damn.
Of course.
But I've bought from Transformers Land before. Not sponsored. Be great to get sponsored from them. They're great, but they always have stuff. Yeah, let's do it. But they have all the mold reassignments and everything you could ever want.
Interesting.
Came out in 2002.
Huh.
Well, so I can't talk about my job because government related. But my God, there was a guy today who. One thing people have to fill out forms at this job.
Oh, that's typical government.
He got his birthday wrong. He got his address wrong. He misspelled a town. He misspelled his descriptors, being white and male.
He's white. He's white. WHIT.
WIT.
Oh, that's wit. Even it's not.
I was going through this form, and I'm just like, thank God we can make corrections here. And I'm just scratching it out, going on the website that we use and making it match. I'm like, all right, it's like
I'm a white male. WITMAEL. No fucking way. MEL.
And my coworker, she was like, "Oh, this poor guy. He's probably old and doesn't know what he's doing. He was born in 2003.
He's just dumb and doesn't know what he's doing.
He's just dumb.
He's 23 years old. Not to get political, but that man definitely voted for Trump."
Everything you said hurt me mentally.
It hurt.
I just
so
took
bad.
mental damage.
I had to tell someone because I'm like,
I need you to roll 2d10, and that's what Jared's going to take his psychic damage.
Roll 2d10.
It's going to be a thing I'm going to start implementing here. when someone says
that hurt.
You take it. We each get 20 hit points at the beginning and take 8 psychic damage. You got 12 left before we kick you off, bud. start making death saves here pretty soon. That's so fucking stupid.
Oh.
I and just like because I'm almost
what
up at my
now?
1 month. It's a really good job. I'm really enjoying it. It's just it has its ups and its downs.
Like any
Left
job,
that's right.
really.
Yeah. I mean, it's got good people. It's more of the bureaucracy. Because I was like, hey, we
Yellow tape.
should hire some people, and then for these specific jobs because it would make the whole place run smoother. And the person who's been working there for years, Mike, I would equate her to you.
Yeah.
Like she was very stressed out today and angry. She's like, "I'm sorry, guys, I'm not normally this pissy." She's just like, "I've just been dealing with idiots and bureaucracy all day," and I'm like, "Oh my god, you're just like Mike."
Yep.
And I'm like, "There's someone here," and she's like, "No, you can't. You have to get 2 different people to agree on making a new position." That never happens.
Never happens.
We had to fight for you 2.
Right, that'll never happen.
So you just got lucky.
Yeah. Well, they wanted to keep a 3rd person, and they were told no.
I don't blame them.
Well.
What'd you think of Sonic 3, Jared?
I was about to say, yeah, I finally saw all the stuff because
Now that it's
Sonic
settled,
3 was actually pretty good. I didn't have the highest of hopes. Unlike everyone else, I thought the first 2 I was just kind of like, eh.
You watched
kind of
Knuckles,
enjoyed
though,
it.
didn't you? You watched the Knuckles TV. Yeah, that's why. If you don't watch that, and you don't have to worry about it being ruined, that the TV show seems to have ruined it for quite a few people.
You mean Wait the show?
Yes, that one. Which again, you guys told me is out of a bowling tournament, which is just wild to me that they would try that. So yeah, because I didn't watch that, I didn't have that bias going in, and I probably enjoyed it more than most.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was. I very much enjoyed it. Like, I know I've said this before, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, it's actually called Sonic Adventure 2, but at the GameCube edition, so Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I played the fuck out of that. Matter of fact, my sister just bought it for her Xbox. She's like, Anthony's for $10. I'm like, Megan, I know. I got it.
Bitch, I've had it downloaded since I got it pre-downloaded.
Yeah, and it was like, it's not a good game.
Well,
it is, but it's got a great
feel
story.
Like
and you really feel
Sonic, sadly.
you really feel when you see Maria get fucking murked.
I mean, watching it through, it took me by surprise that it was actually I found myself enjoying it. I'm kind of curious what you showed. There's going to be another Sonic movie. I'm a little curious what they're doing with that.
Did you not watch the post-credit scenes?
I did watch the post-credit scenes, but
there are no post-credit scenes of where you pulled your movie from.
I get that Amy's there, and I get that there's the Metal Sonic that they showed. But however, who's gonna be the villain if Robotnik technically kind of fucking offed himself? Or are they saying that he survived with Shadow?
He will always have survived.
So Sonic 4 is looking like it is. For those who don't know, I'm actually a huge Sonic fan. At least I was.
Couldn't tell.
I know a lot about it. So Sonic 4 looks like it's going to be based on Sonic's CD.
Oh, God.
Where it involves traveling back and forth through time.
Good times.
So I'm thinking that Amy's going to be the Silver the Hedgehog in this movie, a.k.a. going to be the Trunks. Someone from the future, destroyed Apocalypse. So I'm thinking that either this is going to be an alternate Eggman who went evil, or anything like something. That's what I'm gonna bet on that. If they can't get Jim Carrey back, they'll do something else. But I think Jim Carrey enjoys these, and this way also they had the great send off with our Ivo, and that way they can have their cake and eat it too. What did you think of the coldest line in cinematic history? Oh, Ivo, you're no Maria.
Oh God, that was so bad.
It is the hardest fucking line. That's gonna be part of like the Spy Kids 2 line, right? Like what lines go too hard for?
God, Pierce's grace probably stays in heaven too. Jesus Christ! Thank you, Steve Buscemi, for that.
God damn it!
It is so fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how exactly they go about Sonic 4 there. Keanu did surprise me a bit. I was expecting his performance being voice acting to kind of like let me down. But I mean, considering what the Shadow character was, I feel like he's just kind of fitting for what they did there. I didn't mind him as much as I did with some other things. Like, I know there's a lot of people going back playing Cyberpunk 2077 right now, and they're really enjoying it, but it's just Keanu Reeves doing the voice acting for that game still bothers me, because he doesn't quite hit the feeling notes for the character that he's trying to get across. I think he worked better with Shadow. I don't know why, but for some reason I felt he just worked better there than other places.
See, and I kind of have, now that the dust is settled, I don't actually like Keanu as Shadow. He's a good Shadow, but like it was very monotonal the entire way.
That's how he is in every voice acting.
I like the issue. I think it might be class because a full stop. I got a new job. My current position, I'm trying to give a fuck about. It's just so hard to continue to care full and do this job.
Can you hear him?
No.
Okay. I was like,
no, Mike is frozen. Mike has been frozen in time and space, in another dimension.
Okay. Well, as long as we know.
Wait. He might be
there
back.
we go.
Am I back?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
That was weird. Everything went dark for a minute.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Oh.
Something's happening.
Oh, no. Oh, the baby's coming.
Okay, it had to reconnect to the Google Classroom. Am I good now?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I think the thing that happened is I watched all of the Bill and Ted's recently.
Mm-hmm.
And so to watch that dynamic performance versus I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. You killed Maria. I need revenge.
Okay,
he's great voice acting, but it's no Bill or Ted, whoever he plays.
He plays Ted.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Theodore Logan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. That makes sense.
Well, and also the difference is, Keanu is now been typecasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's also changed, because in Bill and Ted, he like you said, he was allowed to be more
whimsically.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I gotta watch those movies again.
So good. Station.
I'll say I have them both.
I also finally got to see Nosferatu, and
Listen here, my child. You must bounce on it.
Easy style.
Mike, tell Jared a part of the movie.
What?
Do you want to tell Jared a favorite part of the movie?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Spoilers for Nosferatu.
Yep.
Lady fucking dies. Nosferatu fucking dies. Willem Dafoe walks in. Goes, I'm taking this cat.
I'm taking the cat. And fucking leaves. We are not here to shame anyone and body shame anyone, but that woman's nipples were so. Jared knew immediately. Jared, you fucking knew immediately.
I knew what you were gonna say.
Like, boom! Just like thumbs, 2 thumbs, way up high.
That is the lovely Lily Rose Depp.
And I hate saying that, but she's a very attractive woman. But holy shit. You must bounce on it. Crazy style.
But what did you think about Nosferatu?
Yeah, what about Nosferatu?
It's the character, not the movie.
I thought it was an interesting choice for how to approach that. Put it that way.
What did you think about Count Orlok himself?
I get what they were going for. Because, like, I remember seeing the interviews that they wanted him, they were, like, basing him off old aristocrats, so, like, I kind of get it.
The mustache.
Yeah, the mustache and the comb over, like, I get what they were going for. I don't know, something about his look kind of threw me off just a little tad bit.
No shit, bud. He's a fucking vampire. He's an ancient demon vampire.
And just to the right group chat really quick.
Ending.
You must bounce on it.
And what'd you think of Craven the Hunter?
I fucking hated him so much. Bunch of bullshit. There's no such thing. They have the plague, I tell you. Get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, no, he's gonna die, huh? Like, he's gonna die.
I was talking with Anthony after the movie, and while it was an almost perfect movie, there was one thing that I really was missing, and that is obviously the ship that Count Orlok is being transported on has a name. It has such a name that it had a movie come out 2 fucking years ago about it, and they didn't fucking say it. It would have been so easy to say it. Fucking just call it the Demeter and be done with it.
Ship name in.
Yeah, they should have.
Let's see what this actually called
in the movie.
The Empusa. Empusa.
Nope,
Empusa. EMPUSA.
Empusa. No, it is the.
Oh, okay.
It is the Demeter. Hate to tell you.
Yeah. I mean,
guys, did you know in Morbius 2022? The cargo ship is called the Muranu. This is a reference to Friedrich Wilhelm Muranu, who directed Nosferatu.
I hate that. I hate that we're still
care. Anyone who watched that movie.
What? So, how'd you feel about like the very sexual, non-sexual movie?
Yeah, I was
okay with the movie. I don't know, like. It did take me a second to get into it, being the timepiece that it was. It took me a second to adjust my brain of like, oh wait, no, they all talk like this and it all acts like this because this is being accurate to time kind of stuff. Like, okay, but once I kind of got that through my brain of like, all right, it's not going to be exactly what you're thinking, whatever. I didn't mind it. It felt like. Because it is Dracula. Like, Nosferatu is just based on Dracula anyway, so it all comes around, goes around.
Just in Germany, not Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
7 generations of a family when the rest went to the gates of St. Peter's.
I think I enjoyed it. The ending did make me go, what the fuck?
Oh, how she's dead?
Just that whole ending scene did make me just kind of like, what? Why though? What the fuck?
I think that the favorite comment I saw online was, "Don't worry, Count Orlok. We've all gotten lost in sucking some titties."
There were
more.
Go ahead.
I had seen online that there were people that were walking out of the movie at that point because they didn't agree with, as they put it, quote unquote, consensual fucking of a dead corpse.
That's where they drew the line.
Yeah, that's where they drew the line.
Out of everything,
and after watching it myself, I'm like, who was watching this? And that was what they had go through their mind.
Not the scene where a girl says, "You will never please me as well as he did," and Nicholas Holt's like,
immediately just rips his pants off.
Also, when Mike and I walked out of the theater, we had a new name for Nosferatu.
What's that?
Nicholas Hoult has a bad time.
Yeah, it's just the worst. That man, so bad. He
has good 20
get-go.
minutes in that movie. It's the first 20 minutes.
He's married, has a great job, and then gets sent on an exploratory mission to a castle deep in the Rhineland.
Immediately gets
and
fucked.
just like meets some gypsies. They get fucked over. Gets to a castle. Almost gets ran over. And again, the part where the carriage door opens automatically. You think at that point, if nothing
at any point
before that, at that point, no, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. This is
like,
this is not for me.
I need a new job. I'm gonna leave now.
I think I'm sick. I have to go home. Bad luck to fucking go out when you're sick.
Hey, do it right. Do it. It is a bad omen to travel while sick. You will rest here
until you are better. Best part about that, that was no like digital altering to his voice. That was just fucking Bill.
I watched an interview where he trained with an opera coach, and you can tell it's very much a sung part.
It is very well done. You will sign this. It is just saying that we are going to be neighbors. Don't look into it.
Right. Wink. Is that from your wife?
So can I have my locket back now?
I think you will be my wife now.
You're making him Japanese.
It's a great movie. Everyone, I don't buy a lot of movies nowadays. But I definitely think when Nosferatu comes out on DVD, I will be purchasing it.
I can't wait for Nosferatu 2 Electric Boogaloo. So
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, yes.
Also, again, spoilers for Nosferatu because we're just gonna keep talking about it. How the fuck did you feel, Jared, when the two fucking kids got dropped like sacks of potatoes?
I think I've stated before. I'm okay with I don't have children like Mr. Unrefney here, but like it bothers him. I'm perfectly okay with it because typically kids in horror movies get away scot-free, like everyone around them dies, and it's like, in reality they'd probably die too. So that totally fine with that because that made sense.
Yeah, like when they fucking died, I was like, oh my god,
it was fucking brutal.
Also, apparently, originally it was gonna be Anya Taylor-Joy with Harry Styles.
I hate that. I'm glad it was Craven the Hunter.
Like that, yeah.
And
that was Nicholas Hoult.
Right. Oh, okay. No, it's just so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
Eggers considered Count Orlok to be played by Daniel Day-Lewis and Mads Mikkelsen.
I could see either one of those, just not as good.
And Willem Dafoe was always considered.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
just due to his previous work with Eggers.
Yes, Willem Dafoe was always going to be our Van Helsing. So,
and I fucking love. Oh God, what's the character's name?
I can't remember.
Knock.
Yes, Knock.
The fucking Renfield of this movie. When he's running out after the asylum and his fuck ass naked. Our theater laughed.
The two Willem Dafoe's associate, the doctor, I really enjoyed him too. Like, he was a skeptic at first and was like, nope, maybe this shit's real. That was fun.
Maybe we should bleed her.
Right.
Hold her down.
Some bloodletting will be fine. Strap her to a bed.
Oh shit, this shit's real.
So now that Nosferatu has come out and it's done very well, I posted it in the group chat, and those of you have probably seen it online anyway. But Eggers has said that his next project will be Werewolf. He's gonna
Werewolf.
W-E-R Wolf with a U.
Werewolf.
So that's gonna apparently the next thing he wants to tackle, and
No. Say the good part, Jared. Don't skip the good part. Say the good part. Say the good part about the peak 2022 or 2002.
And all of you
animation.
on Twitter, for whatever reason, have been posting the transformation scenes from the 2004 Van Helsing, saying this was the peak werewolf transformation, and he has to go hard to beat it. I don't know where this is coming from, because me and Maverick have been saying for years that movie's better than anyone gives it credit for.
Years. You just
and
gotta
now
read
all of a
the
sudden this
follow-up
comes
comics. Out? Yeah, all of a sudden y'all want to be Van Helsing stans? Go ahead and fuck off, okay?
Stan Helsing, if you will.
Yeah, we were here before it was cool. We were here when we were still talking about Haas Delgado. Yeah.
Oh my God, I just got an ad.
I don't understand that. You got an ad?
Yeah, for Nosferatu Extended Edition.
Oh, it's 20 minutes. It's just 20 minutes. It actually is going to have Bill Skarsgård saying, "You must bounce on it, crazy style."
Now, the way you saw it, Jared, did you see the Count Orcock?
Yeah, did you see Flaccid McFlack?
That was a jump scare. Like, ah!
Did it scare you?
I was not expecting a cock.
Well, you
Most
never do
people
until it's there.
Right? Most people aren't. Just a little too late.
I'm on the NBCstore.com/collectible/Nosferatu.
Okay.
You could get we're gonna play Guess the Price. We have a lovely Nosferatu full-size replica sarcophagus bed.
It's probably like 10 grand.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right.
It weighs 250 pounds, and they're made to order.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna stick around the 10 grand range.
20.
Oh.
Here, let me share my screen so y'all can see this.
Oh God, that's so much money.
I think that I might be uncomfortable sleeping in that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It is a bed frequently bought together.
That and the satin
A beanie.
robe. Christ almighty. It's cold.
Only $20,000 and $64.90. What a steal!
Yeah, I'd be a bit uncomfortable in that.
How frequently bought together are the how the fuck?
Oh, those diehard fans.
I guess.
Oh God, where's my mouse? I gotta
Figure out how to do.
Oh God, I am
Apparently.
dying from that fucking $1,000 price tag. By frequently bought together once.
Right.
You can get a popcorn tin for $40.
So Anthony, now that I've gotten Sonic and Nosferatu out of the way, I'll ask you something a bit more up your alley. Are you excited for Doom: The Dark Ages?
I am so excited for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Did you
I saw the gameplay trailer. Yes.
I was about to say, did you watch the direct for it? Because they told us a bit more about it.
I did not watch the direct. I just watched the gameplay.
But well, I did watch the direct.
Yeah, tell me about it.
They are changing Doom again. As they put it, they want to stay reimagining and keeping it inventive and whatnot, which is what most game companies say. But I will say Doom, from the 2016 to Doom Eternal, they have very much done that, where they try to add new mechanics and things.
Yeah, it is very different. Like, I would say the first Doom is very run and gun. The second one is much more jumping around. Yeah,
and that's exactly how they put it. Well, Anthony, this one is blocking.
Zelda Fetch Quest.
This one's more about blocking and being a tank, but also, and this is where I don't know how to feel about it, it is the first time they're making a open Doom world game where you're not just point A to point B, smash and kill everything, where they're leaving it a bit more, as they put it, they've added dungeons and different things to go explore and unlock to get different abilities, and you can kind of pick and choose how you want to approach, and you don't have to just continue.
Jared, I'm already full chub. You don't have to sell me any harder.
Now, I'm not saying that I was correct when I said Legend of Zelda Fetch Quest, but I could not have nailed that any better had I actually watched anything about this fucking video game.
I like that, actually. That sounds fun. Doom is very... Especially if they're going to be using a very similar engine to Eternal. Like, this is, lore-wise, this is actually a prequel to Doom 2016.
Yes.
It takes place during the Great War right after the Doom
the War on Demons.
Slayer got his holy power. Because for those who've not played Eternal, it is the end-all be-all. Like, that is the spoilers for Doom Eternal. You kill Satan.
Yeah.
And it kind of works like by vampire rules. You kill the demon who made the demon that kills all the demons below it. So because he's Papa Demon, you kill the devil.
Yeah, it's much like in the Van Helsing vein, where like once you kill Dracula and his brides, all their kids die. So,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So people are like, oh, what are we gonna do after prequel? You get to fight.
You can only go backwards.
Mike, you get to have a Jaeger.
Yeah, listen, you guys, I've seen more than you think I've seen. So
yeah, and they did clarify. They did clarify this game ends where 2016 picks up at. So for all those people, they made it very clear in the direct. Yeah, they made it very clear in the directive, like, oh no, this is literally will end where 2016 starts. Like that is the whole point of this game. We're not leaving it open ended. We're literally taking you to where the games came from. Like, shut up.
People have been asking for. They're like, what's the Great War? Why was the Doom guy in the sarcophagi?
Yeah, I mean, it seems interesting enough. Especially hearing them talk about that story-wise, it is very much like God versus the devil, and like Doomslayer's pit between both of them because he has whatever reason has like these extra kind of powers that they're fighting over, whatnot. It looks interesting. The block mechanic seems interesting and definitely new for Doom because that's never been a thing. So this is curious what they're going to be doing in this one.
You eat bullets with your teeth.
Yeah. No, you just like it looks interesting. We'll see how they handle having an open world aspect to this, because that's again something that's a bit newer to Doom. So I am a little curious how they went about adding in all these dungeons and different shit that they were doing, because not everyone does that idea well if they've never really done it before. So we'll see. I have hope. The first two were really good, so I have hope for them.
Well, I mean, this is Bethesda, so.
Well, it's id, which is part of Bethesda now, but.
Do you want to get the Doom the Dark Ages Collector's Bundle?
No, because I don't want to spend that kind of money.
You don't want to spend $200, but Jared, you get up to 2 days early access, the game, and premium content, downloadable content, campaign DLC, skin pack, a giant fucking statue, a 12 inches of Doomslayer, and then a keycard replica.
Yeah, no, I'm good. As much as some of that does sound cool, I'm good.
You don't want to buy 12 inches of Slayer?
I don't like how you're putting that, so no, I'm gonna.
Have you never heard of like the 12 inches, 10 inches of Venom?
I have that between my legs. Oh, but no. No.
Finally, he admits to it.
Oh, my bad. 19 inches of venom.
Fucking
God damn.
283 episodes later, Jared finally admits it on the podcast. Jesus.
When
it's just- that's too
Spider-Man
much
2
money.
was coming out, PlayStation said, treat yourself to 19 inches of venom
That's just so good.
with a collector's thing.
good.
Like there's a lot of people who would treat themselves.
They didn't run that past anything.
No,
were no
they
sense.
didn't.
Or they did.
No, they
Then.
didn't. No.
Oh, they ran it past. I'm sure they ran it past a few people who
Yeah,
all
well,
went hee hee.
Old white men
Well.
that didn't get the joke.
That's probably true. So other than that, there is Anthony. You are like myself. You also watch this channel. You got me into this channel. But I felt pretty happy for them. But the Dead Meat, they got they are now part of Bloody Disgusting and their whole media stuff there. So like, good for them. Like they worked fucking hard, and somebody finally was like, "Hey, these people have worked really fucking hard. We're gonna give you an offer." So like, good for them. I saw them posted on their socials, and I was like,
Yeah, and
"Fucking
they
about
have like
time."
legit like they've had credentials for years. Like they've been interviewing people and stuff like that. So I'm very happy for James A. Janice and the rest of his crew. Unfortunately, I do not know the rest of their names because nothing really rolls off the tongue like James A. Janice.
That's fair. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up quick because that was all over my Twitter yesterday, and I was like, really? Like, fucking about goddamn time somebody like made them some kind of offer and like appreciated what they bring to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, like I am subscribed to their $1 a month Patreon, so I can get the or however it is to get the explicit versions because
Gotcha.
I feel like they're much more enjoyable.
Probably. Yeah, no, I just that was something that caught me off guard yesterday, and so good for them. Does anyone have anything else? Because really, I just had the movies there, and then Doom: The Dark Ages. I just wanted to, just wanted your opinion on that one. There wasn't a whole lot of anything else because I didn't want to get political, and that was really all news was. And I was like, I don't really want to dive into this.
Yeah, it's been a long 4 days, so I don't got anything right now.
Wait, I want to see something real quick. If I just pull something up.
Okay.
At
least Jared doesn't have to worry about ice raids.
All right, Michael.
Yeah.
The Deep South, Season 2, Episode 12.
The Deep South is a fun one as well. So it starts off with Hermes saying that he requisitioned for, I think it's a license to kill or something like that, but he accidentally applied for a fishing license and it's mandatory. So they have to go fishing. And then while they're fishing, Bender uses the Amy's umbrella and the professor's unbreakable diamond or diamondium filament to catch a huge fish, which takes them down to the bottom of the ocean where they find the lost city of Atlanta. And because of the Coca-Cola bottling factory, it sped up the evolution for everyone, where Fry meets the mayor, who is a Colonel Sanders lookalike, and Umbriel, who is, they're all mermaids, and tries to marry Umbriel. And then when they're about to do it, Umbriel goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Is this your first time? I lay my eggs and then I leave, and then you just put your sperm out there." And then Fry runs back to the ship, realizing that this was a mistake.
That is correct.
Yeah, I know.
Down to the Coca-Cola bottling plant.
Yep.
I think this could be a great segment of Mike's Futurama autism.
Yeah,
really
so
good at
true.
It was even better. He was not prepared for that.
It's it all. Do you got another one? Go ahead, give me a couple more.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see what we
Oh,
got. Yeah, I know. Of course you do. There's plenty.
okay. Obsoletely Fabulous.
So Absolutely Fabulous is the gang goes basically to C2E2. It's a mom convention where mom unveils their new robot.
the robot 1X, which runs on pollution and lets out pure oxygen. And so in order for other robots to be compatible to 1X, they basically do a total recall, and Bender finds his way to an island of obsolete robots, much like in the Island of Misfit Toys. And then the end, it's basically all a dream that he was getting electromagnetic to upgrade his program.
That is correct.
Is it a Total Recall spoof? I think it's a Total Recall spoof. I don't know if it is or not.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But that was that's very okay.
And
I want to see
a shit happens on the island. Like Bender becomes completely wooden, and like that he gets termites and shit, and he justifies the 1X robot by like, I can still use this as an instrument to save my friends, and tells robot 1X to save his friends, and so he's hailed as the hero, and then he wakes up from his dream. So like other shit happens, but the gist of it is it's one of those ones where I tend to skip if I'm not trying to sleep. So
all right. Well, now I'm gonna see if none of these have clickable links.
probably not.
All right, I'm gonna try Mike's other autism.
Yeah, what's that?
All right. Saturday night's all right for Johnny.
What's this from?
Johnny Test.
Oh, I don't think that. Okay, so, God damn it. So Saturday night's all right for Johnny. So this is either Johnny gets left home on a Saturday night, unsupervised, and kind of hell breaks loose. Is that correct? It's been a minute.
Johnny is trying to have the perfect Saturday.
Yeah, that's what it is. Is this the one where Missy keeps interrupting it?
It is.
Yeah, okay. So Missy keeps interrupting it, and then eventually he just gives in and starts hanging out with Missy and Sissy, and Sissy is Missy's dog, and eventually just gives into it, and then they have is it a reset button? I think that Mary and
Saturday repeater machine.
Yep. So he wakes up, and so eventually he gives up and just starts hanging out with Sissy and Missy, and they realize that they actually like each other. And then Johnny's dad is like, "Oh, you'll do this every Saturday, and you guys will get married and be happy." And that freaks Johnny out, and he goes and just screws it all up because it wasn't worth being with girls because they're icky.
That's correct. Mm-hmm. I was like, let me see if I can just pull this one. And I'm not going to make you do another episode of Johnny Test.
I mean, you can. Let's give me one more to kind of see.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can find We'll do season 1. That was from season 2.
Sure.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out one that's not.
They all have titles in them, so.
Johnny Hollywood.
So I'm pretty sure that this is the one where Susan and Mary make a formula that makes Johnny very popular, or this is the one where he tries to become internet famous to get $1 million Hollywood contract deal. Am I close? Because it has been a while. Okay, What's a little bit of the description?
When Dad refuses to let him watch TV.
Hang on. So his father refuses to let him watch TV.
Or a
he
movie.
gets a voiceover machine that he speaks into, and then his life becomes exactly like that movie. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. I don't know this one then. It's been a minute.
Johnny uses a gadget invented by Susan and Mary to travel into the movie The Quickest and the Monkiest.
That's dumb because they do that in another one, which is an Avatar ripoff. So, okay, it's been a minute since I've watched Johnny Test. So.
Honestly, I'm sure if you had like pre-knowledge that I was going to bring up Johnny Test, you probably would have done.
I could have studied a little bit more.
Yeah, but a lot of them. That was also the one with the most vague name. Because if I said like Johnny and the Mega Roboticals,
Yeah.
Roboticals. It looks like testicles, but with robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been too long since I've been able to do those by name. Because again, Johnny Test has 2 episodes per episode, and there's 20 season episodes. So, yeah, I'm glad I got one though. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Also, my brain blanked on this one, but it has to do with Sonic 4. It was revealed that it's going to release shortly before Godzilla X Kong 3.
Is it going to be
So, like,
Godzilla
they're
X
getting released
Kong
the same-
3?
Yes.
I didn't know there was an Ox Kong 2.
Well, technically, they consider 2 the MonsterVerse one, the last one.
Godzilla versus King Kong, and then Godzilla X Kong is 2, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, so apparently the third one's coming out like I think like a week or 2 before Sonic 4, or after.
Dude, double feature.
Yeah, so there's people are pointing out that'll be an interesting movie time. But some people were trying to say like, oh well, Sonic 4 won't do well, and people were like, no, Sonic 4 will still do just fucking fine. No one's going to care about Big Monkey when Sonic is on screen.
Very true.
These are also these are, I would say, mutually exclusive audiences.
That's
yes and no.
Probably fair.
The issue is as well is you keep saying Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah.
Godzilla's never really in these fucking movies for more than like 5 minutes, which I get is how it used to, but like just if you want to do a King Kong, just do fucking King Kong.
Do you want to
make it so difficult?
Do you want to know why Godzilla's barely in it versus Kong?
Why?
You tell.
It's a contract thing. They have to basically pay for Godzilla.
Yeah, that's fair.
The more Godzilla they use, the more they have to pay. Kong is American.
Well.
They own Kong. That's why
fair.
there's so much Kong versus Godzilla.
I'm fine with that then.
All right. Well. Yeah, that's all I got. Now that you got your quiz on Mike there, which didn't work.
It'll never work with Futurama. Johnny Test is slightly.
Johnny Test is a bit of a tricky there, but
I just knew that was your other good show.
It is. Another sleeping show.
I do want to say something political.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Controversy. Here we go.
So, as many of us know, the LA fires have been going on. And lots of people lost their homes. Lots of...
Yes.
Vin Diesel.
Oh,
oh, no.
On his Instagram.
Oh, no.
He, his sister, he has a picture of him and his sister. I'm holding it up right now. And it just feels very in poor taste.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, last week during the fires at this place in LA, my sister, Jordana, reached out to me and said, please have Universal film the rest of Fast X Part 2 in LA. Los Angeles needs it more than ever. Los Angeles is where Fast and Furious started filming 25 years ago, and now Fast will finally return home.
That's just not in good taste.
That's poor taste.
That's very poor taste.
Yeah, like, I don't like to call out celebs because I don't care, but
I know everyone's losing their homes, but we need to keep these cars moving fast.
Yes, you know it's gonna look really cool with all the smoke and the fire in the background. We should start shooting today.
We're coming home. Here's our announcement. We're shooting in LA.
I don't think you understand. We're going to drive in a big circle, make a tornado, put out the fires.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, who does he not have like PR people to be like, hey, don't post that.
No, why would he have PR people?
And like half the people are like saying like, "Oh, good," and other people are like, "This is my favorite comments." With everything that happened in LA, I don't think anyone really gives two shits about the Fast and Furious.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Good for
God,
them.
that's funny. God, that's funny.
Look, I know that
Stupid.
your house burnt down, but this summer coming.
Listen, I know your house burnt most of the way down, but how about this? We give you $200 and we drive a car through the rest of it. Huh? How's that sound? Really, just knock it off the rest of the way. You're not using it anymore, right?
I really hope, and I mean this in the most sincere way of hope, that Vin Diesel was a fucking terrorist that blows up LA in this film.
It just
I
becomes
hope.
the worst person
Well,
in the world.
Considering how the first part was, that's actually pretty accurate to what they
And
would
he's
do.
just going to use actual images from the actual tragedy of actually people's houses being actually
that's so
burnt
bad.
down. That's all I want, because that'll be the worst thing Vin Diesel could do.
Such poor taste. Such poor taste.
So fucking dumb. Speaking of dumb, while we end out on that, what the fuck? Go over and check out our YouTube, and if you're already watching us on YouTube, thank you. Stick around. There's plenty of things that we're having on our YouTube. Also, go check us out on TikTok. What an Oddcast on TikTok. Because these guys send me things, and I'm honestly loving the engagement. More comments. I will reply to your comment. Any fucking comment you leave, I will reply to it. I don't care what it is.
He doesn't have a life right now. It's all he can do is YouTube and TikTok. So interact with this man. He's very lonely. Unless you're married and have kids, then please stay away. See the last episode.
Stay away. So with our YouTube, I've got PS2 stuff going up. I have some different games that I'm going to be recording today, and I have those up as well. These guys, I don't really think they have too much going on. They work a lot. They're busy boys.
Yep.
Well, on Refney there, he's got tons of Warhammer to do.
I got my next project. I'm not allowed to open them until I finish what I currently have, and it really hurts.
You dumb piece of shit.
It's still got the tape on it.
He's just gonna
Still
start
got the tape on.
slowly picking at it. Fucking weirdo.
And I'm like, I could do it, but I'm nowhere near done.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you
no.
do so much shit.
No, I'm working on the wings.
Okay.
Like,
I was gonna ask you how far you've actually gotten.
Like, you want to see the box of black?
Sure.
That sounds bad out of
your
context.
It's
just all of my stuff that I have yet to paint, or what's being painted. You can't really see a lot of it because it's black on black, but there's a lot of stuff here that's not done.
You better get to going then if you want to start on your next project.
I've been tired.
He's been so tired. So sleepy.
Hey, my daughter has decided that she wants to do sleep regression, and all she's learned how to do is yell and go.
Yeah.
They're great. Everyone should have a kid.
Yeah, go have a kid. He's a great example of you can still be a nerd and have a kid. Just kidding. Don't have children.
What are you talking about? I'm not a nerd. I don't have hundreds of dollars of collectibles.
So anyway, follow us on all those Oddcast Network, YouTube, What an Oddcast, TikTok, at Oddcast, and on Twitter, or Oddcast Network on Facebook. Go check us out, leave us comments, do all that fun stuff. We also have the patreon.com/Oddcast, and if you feel so obliged, I wouldn't, if you feel that we've earned $1,
Jared
you can
wouldn't.
throw us $1. Well, anyway, stay odd, stay happy. Anyone have anything else they'd love to add to these lovely people who sit and listen to us every week?
No, I'm good.
York it.
Jerk it. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.